It begins when you start choosing silence over honesty. When you stop saying what you actually feel because you don't want to upset them. You convince yourself it's just compromise, but really, it's the first layer of self-abandonment. Then you stop doing the things that used to make you feel alive. The routines, the rituals, the hobbies that grounded you. You don't mean to give them up, you just slowly make less space for yourself and more space for them. You start craving their reassurance more than your own intuition. You wait for their good mood to feel good about yourself. You check their tone before you check in with your heart. Your nervous system starts depending on them for safety. That's the moment you begin losing yourself. Psychology calls this self-erasure, when your identity slowly molds around someone else because your attachment wounds want closeness at any cost. Maybe you learned growing up that love means being small, being agreeable, being easy, being whatever someone else needs you to be. So when you love someone, you shapeshift. You soften your edges. You say yes when your body says no. You tolerate things that don't feel right because the fear of losing them feels worse than losing yourself. But here's the truth you may have forgotten. You don't maintain love by disappearing. You don't build connection by shrinking. You don't earn safety by abandoning your own needs. The moment you start losing yourself is the moment the relationship stops being balanced. It becomes a performance. A quiet negotiation where you give too much of your identity away in exchange for approval, affection, or attention. But you can come back to yourself. Gently. Without blame. Without punishment. Without making the other person the enemy. You come back by asking yourself one simple question. What part of me went quiet? And then you listen. You reconnect with the routines you let go of. You speak one small truth at a time. You rebuild trust with yourself by keeping tiny promises. You remember what it feels like to choose yourself, even in small ways. You don't have to leave the relationship to come back to yourself. But you do have to return to the parts of you that you abandoned along the way. And here's the most important thing: the right person will never require you to disappear. And the right version of you will never ask yourself to. You deserve a relationship where your presence matters more than your compliance. A relationship where you are not afraid to take up space. A love where you don't have to trade your identity just to be held. You are allowed to be loved without losing yourself. If this resonated with you, remember, the inner lens is here to help you understand your patterns, heal your nervous system, and return to the version of you that feels whole. You're not alone in this. Stay with me. If this resonated, subscribe and keep going. Your transformation is just beginning.